Hello everybody, this is Pokemon Zombie and welcome back to another Pokemon 3v3 singles ranked ladder grind session here on Pokemon Champions. This time we're going to be using a team that features Mega Starmie. Now it's not our only Mega on the team, but that's what the original idea sparked from for this team was Mega Starmie. Also, we did build this team live on stream, so if you ever want to join that, be sure to follow us on Twitch. The link for that is down in the description below. But let's get right into this. Again, if you want to try the team out for yourself, the ID is at the top of the screen. I think this team should stay the same, so that ID should be good. If not, it will be in the description as well if we change the team throughout the video, because the code will change. Also, if you wanted to try the team out for yourself, you do need the mons in Pokemon Champions, because essentially the game just rewrites your mon stats and then puts them together as a team. I wasn't aware of that, so that's why I'm letting people know. But that's not something I'm going to continue to say every video. Anyways, let's talk about the team quickly. So to start off, of course, we have a Mega Starmie, whose ability is Huge Power, which means they double their attack stat once they Mega Evolve. So we're running fully physical Starmie because we fully invested in physical attack. We have Flip Turn, Zen Headbutt, Liquidation, and Ice Spinner. Starts off with Natural Cure. Starmie doesn't have the best abilities normally, so we just chose Natural Cure in case you switch in to take a status and they want to switch out before you Mega Evolve. It doesn't carry over, so that's really the only use you're going to get out of Natural Cure. Next to Starmie, because Starmie is weak to Electric, we have Jolteon, who does have the ability Volt Absorb. So when it gets hit by an Electric type attack, it heals its health instead of taking damage. It also has the Magnet as its item to increase its Electric type attacks. We have Volt Switch, Discharge, Shadow Ball, and Alluring Voice. This way we have both Flip Turn and Volt Switch to switch in and out with our really fast, hard-hitting Pokemon. Speaking of fast and hard-hitting, we have a Tyrantrum who's carrying the Choice Scarf. Head Smash, Earthquake, Close Combat, and Outrage. Just come in, hit as hard as you can, and take down as many mons with you before you go. We then have Scizor, who is our secondary Mega. It's different weaknesses to each other. Scizor's only weak to fire, whereas Starmie resists that. Starmie is weak to grass. Scizor covers that by being 4 times resistant. So they can, and Scizor can also come by itself. It doesn't have to Mega Evolve, so you could bring Mega Starmie and just normal Scizor. This Scizor is carrying Close Combat, Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, and Bug Bite. Both Bullet Punch and Bug Bite are increased in damage from its ability Technician, which boosts all attacks that have 60 power or less. That's why we're running the two kind of weaker moves, because Scizor buffs that to make them stronger. We then have Weavile, who we've seen a lot of Sneasler lately. I wanted to bring some Weavile just to see how that goes. Focus Sash with Pickpocket pair together well. You pop your Focus Sash, steal your opponent's item from them. We're running Fake Out just to get a little chip damage and kind of see what they are doing, if they want to stay in, if they want to switch out. Also have Knock Off, Icicle Crash, and Low Kick. And then we have Infernape with the Iron Fist ability and powers up all punching time moves. So it powers up that Close Combat. We also have White Herb, which resets our statuses if they get lowered when we use things like Close Combat or Overheat. We also have U-Turn on here, so we have the full Flip Turn, Volt Switch, U-Turn lineup, and then Grass Knot to hit those heavy water types. We have a Mix Infernape here. We could have went U-Turn on Scizor, but I put on Infernape instead, so we have the full switch out attacks on our team. So this is a team. This is their stats. If you want to build them separately from this, or like I said previously, you can use the code, which is UJ56BB. USQW. Of course, unless we change the team midway through. I might end up start doing these team reviews after I do the actual battle, so then the code will be correct. But that's not something I thought about till now for some reason. So let's get into some battles. I did notice how off-center everything is. For some reason, when you move the chat around on Twitch lately, it's been also affecting the actual screen. So sorry about that. Didn't notice it till now. All right. Our first matchup, we have our Chuladon, Hisuian Samurott, Hippowdon, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard, the 3 Kanto starters. So this is interesting. I was wondering how silly we're going to be getting because it's towards the end of the season. I don't know how that's going to shake out, especially on the singles ladder. I know on VGC ladder, people get a little silly at the end of the season. Kind of want to lead Infernape or Weavile. Or actually, you know, Starmie kind of covers everything outside the top 2. Only even Blastoise. It's not great against. I'm going Infernape, Starmie, and Jolteon. We kind of have to figure out if our Chuladon's here or not, because Infernape's really the only one that can deal with it. So if our primary matchup with Infernape isn't favorable, we're going to try and U-turn out of there if we can into something that will be a little bit better. Our Chuladon actually leads though, so this is kind of perfect. I can just rip a close combat here. And whatever comes in doesn't really want to take it. I mean, Hippowdon will take it decently fine, and Charizard will take it pretty well. Even Venusaur, but Venusaur will be coming into an overheat then after that. So we just rip close combat. Turn 1, try not to overpredict too much. Just attack what's in front of you, unless it's something like really egregious. It's like, hey, we kind of gotta make a play here. Yep, Archulon's gonna switch out. Fair enough. Charizard's gonna come in. Also fair enough. Pretty good damage. Plus we have the White Herb, so we're not super worried about that. Now we are positive speed nature, so I think we outspeed a Charizard. I don't know Infernape's speed off the top of my head. I think it's above 100, because Charizard's base 100. We do have the Mega Charizard Y. I expect Air Slash to be happening here. Here's the Drought. Okay, we are faster. So get some chip damage and then switch out. I'm going to switch right into Jolteon. Switch right into Jolteon. Charizard actually goes for Ancient Power. We would have taken that pretty well. Don't get the Omni Boost, please. Thank you. And now we Volt Switch. So that should kill Charizard. And if they bring in our Chuladon, we switch right out. It is Hippo, though. I was kind of worried Hippo might be the one to come in. Lots of weather switching. Okay. So now we have to question, do we need to keep Jolteon alive, or do we let it go down to Earthquake? I think Charizard's at a range where I don't really care if Starmie has to face it, even in the sun. Okay, stats aren't going to be increased from Hippo. So Alluring Voice is really only there for super effective damage. So we're going to go Shadow Ball to get some chip damage. It kills us. It's fine. Now we bring in Mega Starmie. Mega Evolve. Liquidation. Gonna withdraw Hippo, yeah. I could have flip turned because our Chuladon comes in. Probably would have been the best option. But this is gonna be huge power still. Actually, now that I say it, that's a crit. The stamina boost is what's going to be an issue, because I don't necessarily want to flip turn then if he's getting 2 stamina boosts. And he has... Okay, so this isn't ideal. I should have just predicted, because he switched every time. I should have just flip turned. That's the power of those turning moves, is to just constantly be using them. Because Infernape close combat from here would have killed him, and it's gonna do enough to Charizard. It's gonna do enough to Charizard that, you know what? I'm just gonna Ice Beam him. We're just gonna go for it. So bring him down to 50. He'll be just above 50. Thunderbolt. Oh wow, I live. That's both good and bad. It's good because I get another attack off, but that also means he gets another defensive boost. Base 80, base 85. Ice Spinner's gonna be stronger. So everything else is resisted. It's the stamina boosts that are going to be the problem. He's got 3 of them now. It honestly, best case scenario is him switching here. Best case scenario is he switches into Charizard here. So if I get 2 free hits on Charizard, I'm going to take him down. Plus, it would get rid of all the defensive boosts. Okay, he's going to stay in. Can I KO with 3? Yeah. I should have just switched into Infernape. Now another one doesn't even kill. In a Dragon Pulse. I could have taken a Thunderbolt. Wow, I take a Dragon Pulse too. Yeah, I needed to either flip turn on the turn that Hippowdon was in, or I just needed to hard switch. I do KO, and I'm pretty sure we're done for here. Get the crit, we needed that. Yeah, not switching. Okay, Hippo coming in before. I don't know. I was gonna say, Hippo coming in before Charizard gives us a chance, but the Sandstorm's gonna kill us. Because I was gonna have to overheat Charizard, hope that the Sun boost is enough to kill him, but that would have dropped our special attack, and we don't even get him with Grass Knot there. Yeah, we just needed a full switch. When the Starmie was in against Archulodon or flip turn 1. We brought the full rotation and we didn't pull it off, unfortunately, so gotta keep that in mind. Sometimes you just gotta hope that Infernape takes a hit, you know? Next team is Lucario, Dragonite, Frostlass, Mimikyu, another Hippo, and Primarina. So 3 Mega options. I assume Frostlass is for sure a Mega. Dragonite and Lucario can both just run normally, but Starmie worth here, or Scizor better? I think Starmie's actually pretty good. Mega Starmie's pretty good, I think. But is it pretty good? We lead it pretty good. I think Weavile is actually a really good lead here. We're gonna go Weavile, Starmie. And then outside of that, what are we not covering with Weavile, Starmie? Lucario can be an issue. Primarina. We might have to go Jolteon. We might have to go Jolteon. Purely for the Primarina. Can we deal with Primarina without Jolteon? Kind of, but not really. I'm gonna go Scizor. Scizor kind of goes into this team pretty well. And it can fight Lucario. So we have close combat, which is super effective against Lucario, whereas Lucario's fighting stab is just neutral to us. So Frostlass is gonna lead. I don't mind this. Weavile comes in. Nevile the Weavile. I meant to name him Neville, but I guess his name is Nevile. Okay, nothing wants to take a knockoff. Except for the Lucario. So we're just going to go for knockoff. Frostlass 100% switches. There's no reason it stays in here. Unless Frostlass gets like a fairy move, maybe? Or they're just like fully committed to setting up their Aurora Veil. But I'm faster. Almost KO. Yeah, they just really wanted that Aurora Veil set up, I guess. I think another one KOs here. Even with the Aurora Veil up. I think. And if they switch, then they get their item knocked off. We're gonna switch. And it's another turn of Aurora Veil gone. Mimikyu. Critical hit doesn't matter because they're stinking disguise still. What item did you have? Spell Tag. Okay. Spell Tag isn't a big deal anyway. We're just gonna Icicle Crash. Try and get a flinchy. Flinched it. We're just wasting those Aurora Veil turns. Flinch? Yeah! We take those. I could see a forfeit happening. I land all three of them too. That's crazy. So that should be Aurora Veil gone, right? So no stops. Aurora Veil should all stop. Yep. Perfect. They must have just been mashing their A button because they just instantly chose attack. Dragonite comes in. Dragonite isn't Mega, so I just Icicle Crash again. They're instantly choosing their moves, too. Extremely effective. We're gonna see Outrage come out from Dragonite. I take one. I take one because I'm Focus Sash. And this... yeah, this should be game. We got the Lumberry from them. This is game because they're locked in Outrage, so they can't Extreme Speed me. As long as Frostlass doesn't have Ice Shard, which is very rare for Frostlass to have. I would assume very rare. I haven't really seen Frostlass in singles, so maybe they do have it. Something like Aurora Veil, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, Ice Shard. Nope. Weavile just sweeps them. We get what was it? 2 flinches? 2 flinches in a row. Crazy. Next team has an Espathra, also Clefable, Archulodon, Basculegion, Rotom Heat, and Dragonite. I wonder if it's a Mega Clefable. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'll be honest. Starmie isn't free here, so I don't necessarily want to lead it. I want to lead probably Weavile or Infernape if either of them kind of cover everything. Yeah, you know, Weavile's not terrible. Rotom Heat, sorry, will be a problem. Clefable, if it doesn't Mega Evolve, would be an issue. So we have Starmie in the back. Do I go Tyrantrum? I was gonna bring Scizor purely for the Clefable, but I think we have to bring Tyrantrum purely for if the Rotom Heat is Scarfed, which a lot of Rotoms in singles are. Because if it's Scarfed, it probably outspeed Starmie. I assumed it would. I think my Starmie's jolly. I should check. I saw that the SP stats are right. when I was doing the team review. I just don't know if my brain took over and made it a timid Starmie or not. Okay, a Spathra lead's perfect for this. I can just go for knockoff. I don't have to worry about fake out. Starmie though. You're adamant. Okay, that's fine too. As long as it doesn't attack boosting nature, that's what I was worried about. Spathra goes for protect, trying to get that speed boost. You can be faster than me all you want, kid. I've got a focus sash. Only thing will be if they, like, baton pass right away. If they're just going to baton pass their speed boost to, like, Clefable or something. Calm Mind. Interesting. You know what I didn't think about for this Weavile? I just gave it Fake Out right away. I should have given it Ice Shard. That would have been better. Okay, lives on 3. Knocks off the Citrus Berry. So it just naturally lived on 3. That's kind of crazy. So I Icicle Crash from here on out. Because if it tries to, like, Baton Pass into Clefable, which is what I assume it's going for here, I want to get some kind of damage off on it. It's going to protect, get one more speed boost. Only other thing I could see it switching into would be... I guess it could do Rotom. Rotom or Chuladon. But no matter what, we've got a Focus Sash to deal some kind of damage to whatever comes in here. But yeah, that thing living on 3 is not great for us. Comes in. It is the Clefable. I had a feeling. So I've been Icicle Crashing. Probably going to want to Mega Evolve here, but if it does, then Icicle Crash is super effective, so maybe it just stays normal. Okay, yep. Stays normal Clefable. Brings us down to Sash. This is where priority would have saved us here. Heavy ice. Well, no. We wouldn't have killed from this range. The thing might just sweep us, unfortunately. Here's the Mega Evolution. Now it feels safe too because it's not because it's gonna kill me. It could have just stayed normal Clefable. Does Mega Clefable just get Magic Guard? I remember seeing either just keeps its normal ability or just gets another one that doesn't really matter. So our Megas have to fight each other. We know this thing has Moonblast. That's about it. It is only +1. We're going to Mega Evolve. I think we just Mega Evolve Liquidation no matter what. Ice Spinner would kill this thing, and it'd be the best if, like, Dragonite or Chuladon switched in, but I highly doubt they're going to switch out. They might have Thunderbolt. Oh, they're going to Baton Pass as well. Alright. That could be an issue if it's our Chuladon. It is fucking our Chuladon. This stupid Pokemon, dude. It's just too goddamn strong. Problem is even with a speed boost, or with the speed boost, it's going to outspeed my Tyrantrum. Yeah, I went through the Thunderbolt. I kind of assumed. Having Baton Pass on 2 Mons is wild, though. My close combat. Okay, I do outspeed with a Choice Scarf. That's wild. When it had +2 speed. It's gonna Dragon Tail, that's why. He was trying to get me out of here. Dragon Tail has negative priority. Which is probably the only reason we outsped it. So having Dragon Tail on this mon instead of a Dragon Pulse or something like that is what's going to end up costing him, I think. I am Choice Scarfed in a close combat, and I don't really want to switch into Starmie. Oh, a Spathra's still alive. What the hell are we doing here? Of course it is. I had a Baton Pass. It's going to protect to get the speed boost. But that's fine, because I'll outspeed it. They don't know I'm Choice Scarfed yet. They probably do now that I close combated again, but... I should still outspeed in the Spathra, I would hope. I am adamant nature, so maybe I don't. Nope. An Illumina Crash is enough to get me. Well, the thing is that you don't want a Baton Pass with your Spathra. So we might still just be in business here. Because if you Baton Pass with the Spathra, your Clefable dies. So I can see it protect here. Yep. Just on getting another speed boost, make sure you outspeed Starmie. The thing is, I don't think you have a way out of this now. Illumina Crash is going to hurt, but I am resistant. It will drop me on a special defense, but Clefable doesn't have priority, and I should outspeed it. Should is the key word there. Clefable comes in, and Clefable, you're flying type, right? Yes. So I Ice Spinner. This should go. Yes. Whew. Yeah, them having Dragon Tail on Archulodon. Because they had Thunderbolt. They had to have a Steel type move at least. So going for the Dragon Tail is what threw for them. Next team has Snorlax, Sneasler, Aegislash, Hydreigon, Garchomp, Greninja. This is a very good Weavile team. We have something super effective for everything outside the Sneasler. And Low Kick isn't going to be great on Greninja, but it will be on Snorlax. So Weavile to lead. To deal with Sneasler. Starmie. And then we need some for Greninja. Which I guess we go Scizor for Greninja? Does that make sense? Because what else would we do outside of Scizor? Jolteon. But Jolteon really only hits Greninja, and that's if it stays water type. It's going to switch its type. So I think we go Scizor. Like, if we can get Scizor in against Snorlax, we can probably get off a Swords Dance as well. So Scizor, the only thing Scissor's not going to want to go up against is Aegislash. So we don't have any way to hit it. But both Starmie and Weavile can deal with Aegislash. It'll just be not hitting its King Shield. It's going to be the biggest thing. I forget how annoying Aegislash is in singles, because in doubles you just kind of ignore it when it's going to King Shield. Garchomp is going to be the lead. That's a perfect lead for me. I get to just Icicle Crash here. It is Focus Sash Garchomp, which you kind of come to assume after a certain point. In singles especially. Rock Tomb. Okay. Yep, this is definitely another moment where it's like, hey, why don't I have Ice Shard on this stupid thing? So we're going to switch Ice Shard. after this. Garchomp withdraws. I went for low kick. Greninja's not going to love a low kick. You outsped me at that point. I guess maybe they were expecting me to have Ice Shard. So I just get some big damage off on Greninja. I might want to save Weavile, actually. So what is Greninja going to do? Maybe a Water Shuriken? But even if it does Water Shuriken, I don't want to go into Starmie because the next turn it just Dark Pulses me. So I'm going to bring a Scizor. Because then I do have priority. And if for some reason it doesn't Water Shuriken, then Bullet Punch is neutral damage. Whereas if it Water Shurikens, then it's resisted, but it is still Greninja. It is Mega Greninja. What does it go for here? Gunk Shot. That's even better. I'm immune to it. Now Bullet Punch will kill you. Battle is ended due to a forfeit. Oh my gosh. We just outplayed. We never had to show that we didn't have Ice Shard. Ice Shard, not having Ice Shard there actually saved me. Because I couldn't go for it, so I didn't do it. Which ended up working out for us. So I am going to switch Ice Shard, though. That was like a very rare instance where it was helpful for us. So I'm going to switch up quick. Gyarados, Kammo-o, Hippowdon, Meowscarada, Glamora, and Archulodon. So 2 possible Megas. I am assuming it's the Glamora, though. Or maybe it's not. That being said, who do I lead? Weavile, maybe? Because the thing is, like, if the Gomorrah leads, it's Focus Sash. If it doesn't, it's something else. I don't know. I could almost go... I'm gonna go Tyrantrum lead. You know... Actually, Scizor is a pretty good lead here. Outside of the Gyarados. I'm gonna go Scizor. Starmie. Do we bring Starmie? Yeah, I think Starmie's kind of a must with the Hippo. And then... what do we need to cover here? The Kammo-o. Guess we do go Tyrantrum. Choice Scarf Closer. So we have Head Smash for Gyarados, we have Outrage for Kammo, we have Earthquake for Glamora, we have just Head Smash again for the Meowscarada. I mean, we could go Close Combat for Meowscarada, but I don't know if it'll kill. It's going to be Gyarados lead. So Scizor is not going to be able to do much here. Scizor will not be able to do much here. So I'm going to go Tyrantrum. We could be getting Thunder Waved. Or even Waterfall. But or Dragon Dance. But Waterfall is neutral. It is going to Dragon Dance. Okay. So we're both +1 speed. I'm just going to Head Smash here. We should still live a Waterfall. It'll just be if it flinches us or not. Because I think Gyarados can outspeed here. Tyrantrum's not the fastest thing in the world. Okay, Hippo comes in. Sandstream. Decent damage for being resisted. Let's bring in Starmie. Starmie will take an Earthquake just fine. Stealth Rock. Okay, fair enough. So here we're actually going to take utilization of our only Pokemon that can swap out. We're going to Flip Turn this time. We're not going to try and just Liquidate into him. Because Gyarados is going to eat a Liquidation. Archulodon will also eat a Liquidation. God, I hate this stupid mon. Like, Archulodon's annoying in doubles, but in singles it's just so much worse. Because there's so much less you can do about it. some decent damage. Does get a stamina boost, obviously. I swap out. I can go into Scizor here, though. And I can Swords Dance in its face, so that's kind of nice. Our Archulodon doesn't get a Fire-type move, from what I'm remembering. And if anything, we scare it out and have a +1 against Gyarados. Archulodon's just gonna go for Thunderbolt, though. It is fast. Oh, God. It's faster than me and did that much damage. That sucks. That sucks. Straight up. I think, unfortunately, Scizor is just a lost cause here. He swaps. He could have killed me. Hippo comes in. Alright. Did you predict, like, Tyrantrum to come in, maybe?
It gets its berry. I wanted to eat that.
Alright. Sandstorm subsides. I just close combat again, I think. Yeah. It's not really worth it to Swords Dance. I could have Swords Danced, but if he switched, I wanted to do some kind of damage. And I might as well Earthquake, probably would have just killed me anyway. Okay, I have to bring in Starmie. And I flip turn. So it kills Hippo. Alright. Now we kind of have to make a play here, because Starmie is literally useless into the rest of the team. I mean, we can Zen Headbutt the Gyarados. But it might be Mega Gyarados. So they didn't bring another... They didn't bring their Mega otherwise. I'm bringing Gyarados. I wonder if they're going to try and bait me here and Mega Evolve. I think I'm going to Head Smash again. I'm going to close combat, though. Because this covers the switch into Archulodon. Yep. Yeah. And it covered Furfield's Mega Gyarados. Huge damage. That's what I need. That's what I need, buddy. I can see a swap here. I could in fact see a swap here. I'm gonna try and call it because I kind of need to get a little risky here to get into a good position. I'm gonna switch into Starmie. Switch. Fuck. Fuck me, I guess. I needed to try something. Because, like, he could have just so freely switched into Gyarados there and gotten 2 Intimidates off on me and taken a close combat. That was so dumb of them. Again, Starmie is in just such a terrible position. Okay, here's the swap. Starmie is just doesn't do anything. So Starmie taking the Thunder Wave and the Intimidate is kind of great. Because now I just hope all my Head Smashes hit, basically. I just have to hope all my Head Smashes hit. Because even a -1 close combat did so much this Archulodon. I'm hoping a Head Smash just does a ton as well. It should kill from here, I think. I think it kills from here. Alright, we land. Yes. Alright. We might have brought this back. Tyrantrum just raining down Head Smashes, I think might have brought this back. Now they bring in Gyarados. I bring in Starmie. Hope they don't Dragon Dance. Head Smash might have just killed him. I kind of want to get rid of that Intimidate drop. Just don't. It is Mega Gyarados. They were holding on to that this whole time. I guess for the Intimidate, yeah, you want to keep the Intimidate around. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't stand in Head Smash there. That would have been bad. Do we see a Dragon Dance? Yeah. I mean, that might just still be game because close combat doesn't KO. I'm pretty damn sure. To liquidate here. Yeah, he's just gonna sit there and Dragon Dance. It's over. I could have flip turned, but I'm trying to get some kind of drop with liquidation. That's actually good damage. Hold on. Drop? Nope. I'm gonna go for it again. I could flip turn, but yeah, he's threatened now. So he goes for Earthquake. Plus 2 Earthquake just kills Tyrantrum too, unfortunately. We were close, but because it is Mega Gyarados, if it wasn't Mega Gyarados, I would have just flip turned. But with it being Mega Gyarados, I needed to do some extra damage. So yeah, with rocks, Earthquake's just gonna kill me. Yeah. He didn't even need rocks, he was plus 2. That's unfortunate. Well, you tried, Tyrantrum. Tried to carry this team on your shoulders. Starmie was not a good bring. I just shouldn't have brought Starmie. I mean, there was a lot of monsters Starmie was good against. It's just that, unfortunately, they really hard countered my Starmie outside of that. So, that's the problem with Starmie in general, is that you see it and it's like, that's the Mega, let's just hard counter it, so. Hawlucha, Excadrill, Sableye, Hisuian, Samurott, Volcarona, and Sylveon. Seems like another Tyrantrum game. I don't know if we necessarily lead it. Maybe we do. What's the Sableye is the issue, right? A Jolteon, Tyrantrum. Why Jolteon, you may ask? I don't know. Alluring voice. Starmie's pretty decent once we get rid of Sableye and Hisuian Samurott. Those are going to be the 2 problems for it. Starmie, you can't touch Hisuian Samurott. It can hit Sableye pretty well, but I'm assuming the Sableye is Will-O-Wisp. It might be Mega. Hold on. Is that Mega Sableye? Well, it's Mega Hawlucha or Excadrill or both, so probably not Mega Sableye. Samurott is a lead. This is a pretty good lead for me, I would say. So I'm going to Volt Switch. This thing doesn't want to stay in here. It stayed in. Why? You're dead. Oh, wow, it didn't. That's why it stayed in. It's freaking Focus Ash. So it's going to Ceaseless Edge. It is, in fact, going to Ceaseless Edge. I have to bring in Tyrantrum. I can't bring in Starmie. There's the Ceaseless Edge. That did way more than I wanted it to. Probably Focus. Aqua Jet's here. It's gonna Earthquake. It hits the majority of his team. I was dead. No Aqua Jet. No Aqua Jet. Let's see what comes in. Hawlucha would be bad. Sableye. This is what I wanted in against my Jolteon. So now we go into Jolteon. Because again, I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna Shadow Ball. Just to see if they brought Excadrill. Or... No, Jolteon. Not Jolteon. Volcarona doesn't want to take a electric type move either. So Excadrill would really be the only thing. And Shadow Ball's neutral to Sableye. I was gonna Disarming Voice, but again, if Excadrill comes in, it resists that. Okay. Sableye just stays in. Goes for an attack here. Critical hit. Are they going for foul play? That's fine, I take those. That's fine, I take those. So why did we bring Jolteon? Do we need to keep it alive? The Halucha. It's fine. It's fine, I discharge. If you just brought in Excadrill, Volcarona. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. We should be fine. We should be able to win this easily. We get the paralysis on the Volcarona as well. Burn. Burn, baby, burn. Just go Inferno. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I just discharge out here. I don't... And wow, I killed it. I crit it. Jolteon! Jolteon says, it's my turn. I want to win. So yeah, it's just Sableye left, so we just win. Which we were going to win anyway. We had Choice Scarf, Tyrantrum, and Starmie. The only thing that could have won is this Sableye, like having Recover spam, and Will-O-Wisp. But it would need to Will-O-Wisp this next turn, or the turn it came in, and we'd get a hit off on it. I think that would still be enough to KO it from this range, so I don't think it would have time to recover at all, really. So yeah, that's going to do it for the Mega Starmie team. Mega Starmie didn't really get to do too much. It was mostly a Tyrantrum show when we were doing well. Even sometimes when we weren't, Tyrantrum was still putting in the work. Starmie, I think it's... I mean, its typing theoretically should be good, but I think just in general, you kind of have to have more coverage than just going full physical. It's like I never use Zen Headbutt. The metagame currently just doesn't really have space for psychic types. There's a lot of dark types, a lot of steel types. So I think having something to cover for them instead would be better. Going Mixed Starmie probably is a little bit better. But yeah, that's going to be the video for today. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, try the team out for yourself. The code is in the description below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody.